What if I told you right now that you hold the key to everything you desire in life? That deep inside you, there is an unstoppable force waiting to be awakened, and that the only barrier between where you are and where you dream to be is the level of belief you carry inside your heart. Imagine standing on the edge of possibility, looking at a horizon filled with opportunities, and realizing that every step forward is determined not by chance, not by luck, but by the choices you make today. You must understand this truth. Life will give you exactly what you demand from it. No more and no less. The universe does not reward wishes whispered in weakness. It rewards decisions backed with conviction. Every person who has ever risen to greatness, every person who has shaped history, every person who has carved their name into the memory of time, began with the same doubts, the same fears, the same uncertainty that you carry now. The difference was not in talent alone, not in background alone, but in the intensity of their desire and the courage to act upon it. They decided that they would not leave life to chance. They decided that they would take control, and that decision transformed their destiny. You see, you can get whatever you want, but you must pay the price. Life is not a bargain shop where you can walk in and collect dreams without cost. It is a grand marketplace where everything has a value. You want freedom, you want success, you want influence, you want wealth, you want peace, you want happiness, then you must be willing to give something of yourself in return. Time, discipline, energy, sacrifice, focus, persistence. These are the currencies of achievement. The question is not whether you can have it. The question is whether you are willing to pay. The tragedy of most lives is not that people aim too high and fail, but that they aim too low and succeed. They settle for comfort instead of greatness. They settle for the ordinary instead of the extraordinary. They stop dreaming because they fear disappointment, and in doing so, they guarantee disappointment. Think of this for a moment. If you continue to live the way you are living now, where will you be in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years? Will you be proud of the story you wrote, or will you regret the chances you did not take? The human spirit was not created to live in mediocrity. Inside you, there is an unshakable power, but you must be the one to release it. Desire is the spark, belief is the fuel, action is the fire. Without desire, you will never begin. Without belief, you will never continue. Without action, you will never arrive. You must align all three and move forward without hesitation. Let me tell you the truth. Nobody is coming to hand you your dream. Nobody is going to knock at your door and deliver greatness. It is on you. If you want freedom, you must build it. If you want wealth, you must create it. If you want happiness, you must cultivate it. Stop waiting for someone to choose you. Choose yourself. The power to shape your future is already within your hands. Now, the moment you accept that your life is your responsibility, everything changes. No more excuses, no more blaming, no more waiting. From that point on, the game belongs to you. You take ownership, and ownership gives you authority. The person who owns their decisions owns their destiny. That is the path to getting whatever you want. Think about the dreams you once had as a child, before fear, before doubt, before society told you what was realistic and what was not. Back then, your imagination had no limits, and your heart believed anything was possible. Somewhere along the way, most people lose that fire. They are told to be practical, to lower their expectations, to play safe, and so they shrink their dreams to fit the size of their comfort zone. But the truth is, The world belongs to those who dare to keep dreaming when everyone else has settled. The world rewards those who act boldly in the direction of what they want. If you want whatever you desire, you must first break free from the prison of limiting beliefs. Those beliefs whisper lies in your mind, telling you that you are not enough, that you are not worthy, that you do not have what it takes. But every belief is a choice, and you can choose a different belief. You can choose to believe that you are capable, that you are worthy, that your life has a purpose greater than you can imagine. Imagine when you change your beliefs, you change your actions, and when you change your actions, you change your results. The power of focus is your greatest ally. Most people scatter their energy in 1,000 directions, chasing everything and catching nothing. They say they want success, but spend their hours in distraction. They say they want freedom, but give their energy away to meaningless habits. You must discipline your focus. Decide what you want more than anything, and then direct every ounce of energy toward that goal. Do not let your attention be stolen by things that do not matter. The mind is like a magnifying glass. Wherever you direct it, energy intensifies. If you direct it toward your dream with consistency, it will burn through every obstacle in your way. Remember this. Life will test you. The path to what you want is not straight. It is filled with challenges, delays, and trials. Many people give up because they mistake difficulty for impossibility. They think that because it is hard, it must not be meant for them. But difficulty is not a sign that you should stop. It is a sign that you are on the right path. If the road were easy, everyone would walk it. Difficulty is proof that the reward is worth it. Every challenge is shaping you, building you, preparing you for the moment when your dream becomes real. Now, you must also learn the power of persistence. One action is not enough. One attempt is not enough. One step is not enough. Success belongs to those who keep showing up, even when progress feels invisible. You must be willing to fail forward, to try again and again until the wall breaks. Do not be fooled by temporary defeat. Defeat is not final unless you stop trying. Each setback is simply a lesson pointing you toward a better strategy. You only lose when you give up. Surround yourself with people who fuel your vision, not those who drain it. The environment you choose will either lift you higher or drag you lower. If you surround yourself with people who have no ambition, soon you will forget your own. If you spend your time with people who believe in possibilities, their fire will ignite yours. Protect your circle because your circle shapes your standards, and your standards shape your future. Do not wait for the perfect time. There will never be a perfect time. If you are waiting until you feel ready, you will wait forever. Greatness does not require readiness. It requires courage. Begin where you are, with what you have, and build from there. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates breakthroughs. You do not need the entire staircase to take the first step. Take the step that is in front of you now, and the path will reveal itself as you go. Understand this. The gap between your current life and the life you want is filled with consistent action. Desire without action is only fantasy. Belief without action is only theory. Dreams without action are only wishes. The secret is in movement. Do something every single day that moves you closer to what you want. Even small steps, when repeated daily, led to massive transformation. You can get whatever you want, but you must rise above excuses, rise above fear, rise above procrastination. You must claim your power. and decide that you will no longer live as a spectator in your own life. You were not created to watch others win while you stand on the sidelines. You were created to play the game, to run your race, to live fully. There is a truth about life that many people avoid facing. Every dream has a cost. The higher the dream, the greater the price. You must decide if the life you want is worth the sacrifices required to reach it. Some people want wealth, but are not willing to put in the hours of learning, building, and working when others are asleep. Some want influence, but fear rejection so much that they silence their own voice. Some want freedom, but cling tightly to their comfort zones. You cannot get whatever you want without letting go of what holds you back. Comfort and growth do not live in the same space. You must choose. Discipline is the bridge that connects your vision to your reality. Discipline means doing what must be done even when you do not feel like it. It means honoring your commitments long after the emotion of excitement has faded. The world does not give its rewards to those who act only when it feels easy. It gives its rewards to those who act consistently, whether the day is bright or dark, whether the heart is light or heavy. Discipline is what transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. You must also embrace the power of clarity. Vague goals create vague results. If you say you want success, but you cannot define what success looks like, you will wander endlessly. Be specific about what you want. Write it, visualize it, speak it, feel it until it becomes so real in your mind that it pulls you forward with unstoppable force. Clarity gives direction, and direction gives speed. Without clarity, you will drift. With clarity, you will accelerate. Another truth you must accept is that fear will never disappear. Fear will always whisper in your ear, telling you that you are not ready, that you might fail, that others will judge you. But courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the decision to act in spite of it. Every person who achieved greatness felt fear, but they did not allow fear to dictate their actions. They felt it, they acknowledged it, and then they moved forward anyway. Fear is a signal, but it is not a stop sign. If you truly want to unlock the life you desire, you must stop negotiating with your excuses. Excuses are lies wrapped in comfort. They tell you that you can start tomorrow, that you are too tired, that you are too busy, that conditions are not perfect. Excuses sound convincing, but they steal years of potential from your life. When you allow excuses to win, you trade your future for temporary ease. Do not fall for that trap. Every time an excuse enters your mind, replace it with action. Excuses die in the presence of consistent effort. The journey to getting whatever you want also requires patience, not passive waiting, but active patience. The patience that keeps planting seeds even when the harvest is not yet visible. The patience that understands growth happens in silence before it appears in sight. Many people give up not because they are incapable, but because they expect instant results. Success is not a microwave. It is a slow burn. The work you do today may not show tomorrow, but it is accumulating, compounding, and building a future that will astonish you if you do not quit. You must also take absolute responsibility for your life. As long as you blame circumstances, luck, or other people, you hand over your power. Responsibility is the key that unlocks control. When you say, "I am responsible for my life," you are not blaming yourself for everything, but you are acknowledging that you hold the power to change it. The moment you embrace responsibility, you stop waiting for rescue and begin building your own ladder to success. One of the most powerful steps you can take is to create standards that match your vision. Your standards determine your actions, and your actions determine your future. If your standards are low, your results will always be small. Raise your standards to the level of the life you want. Do not accept half effort from yourself. Do not accept mediocrity in your habits. Decide that nothing less than excellence will be enough. When your standards rise, your entire life will rise with them. Understand that every day you are writing the story of your life. Each choice is a sentence. Each habit is a paragraph. Each year is a chapter. Ask yourself daily, am I writing a story worth reading? Am I building a life worth remembering? When the final page is written, will your life inspire others, or will it serve as a warning of wasted potential? The decision is yours, so I say again with power and conviction, you can get whatever you want. You can live a life that others only dream about. You can achieve what once felt impossible. But it begins with decision, it grows with discipline, and it is completed with persistence. Now the question is this: how badly do you want it? How much are you willing to give? How deeply are you willing to commit? How long are you willing to endure? How far are you willing to go? Because life will give you exactly what you demand, nothing more, nothing less. If your desire is weak, your results will be weak. If your desire is powerful, your results will be powerful. Desire is the fuel, action is the vehicle, discipline is the driver, and persistence is the road. Together, they lead you directly to whatever you want. Speak your dream, but do not stop at words. Step forward every single day and show the world your seriousness through action. The universe does not honor daydreams, it honors discipline. It does not honor talk, it honors action. Think of your life right now. Imagine the version of yourself 10 years ahead, standing strong, powerful, accomplished, free, fulfilled. That version of you is waiting, but it depends on the choices you make today. Every day, you are either moving closer to that future or further away from it. Do not waste another hour waiting for a miracle when the miracle is already inside you. You are the answer you have been searching for. You are the breakthrough you have been hoping for. And you will face moments when quitting feels easier, when progress feels slow, when no one believes in you, but those are the very moments that define your destiny. If you keep standing when others fall, if you keep moving when others stop, if you keep believing when others doubt, you will separate yourself from the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. That is how you get whatever you want. Life is not promising you endless time. Every day you live is a page gone forever. Do not spend your days repeating the same cycles of hesitation and regret. Decide today that you will step boldly into your power. Decide that you will no longer watch life pass by while you stand on the sidelines. Decide that you will demand from life the best it has to offer, and then give back the best of who you are. So I challenge you now. Rise and take control of your destiny. Stop lowering your vision to fit your fears and start raising your effort to match your dreams. Build the habits that shape greatness. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow. Refuse to settle for average when you know there is extraordinary within you. Keep moving, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep believing. You already have within you everything required to create the life you desire. You already hold the strength, the power, the vision, and the potential. What you must do is unleash it. Stop hiding your greatness. Stop waiting for permission. Stop doubting your worth. The time is now. The place is here. The person is you. And when the world asks how you created such a powerful life, you will not need to say many words. You will simply point to your story and your results. You will stand as living proof that any person, no matter where they begin, can get whatever they want if they are willing to believe, act, persist, and never quit. Remember this final truth. Life is short, time is precious, and your dream is waiting. Do not waste another moment. Step forward today, claim what is yours, and write the story of a life that will inspire generations after you. That is how you get whatever you want.